So in a discussion of Elixir today, there came up a question about IEx.pry and whether you can step over, like you can in the Ruby debugger, pry, and execute through your code sequentially. The answer is no, you cannot. And so I was sort of looking at different options for seeing different arguments being passed into functions and their return value. And the native Erlang module dbg gives us just that. So I just wanted to demonstrate this because hopefully it should be helpful for your projects and seeing return values without having to add specific log statements in your code. So to do this, I'm going to just create a quick mix application that has a single module that calculates the area of a triangle, and we'll write a test for that as well. And then we'll add the traces in our test helper. So let's get started. And of course this fails because we have not defined the function in that module area. And actually I misspelled that. Let's go back and fix that. There we go. So let's actually fix that issue now. Okay, there we go, they pass. So in the test helper, let's add this trace. So in here, the application will need to start the dbg module, and then we'll also need to start a tracer, which starts up another PID that we can then match against different modules. So let's do that real quick. So we need to tell dbg what module and functions to match. So in here, let's go ahead and do specifically the area function of the triangle module. And then finally, we need to go ahead and start up the tracer so it can start matching things. And there we go. If we run the tests, there we go. We see that it was called, and we can see the arguments being passed in. It would also be nice to be able to see the return value. So let's add that as an option here. And there we are, we can see the return value. And also, you can match on all the functions in a given module by simply passing underscore instead of the actual function name. And just like that, it should match all of them. And then we can see all of those. You can also pass in some other options. You'll just have to take a look at the Erlang documentation. I do know that you can pass in a timestamp. So that then you can see the actual timestamp that occurred. There's some other options. Obviously, reading some of the Erlang documentation, if you haven't written Erlang before, can be a bit tricky, but it's definitely worth reading. I think this simple application of the dbg module will be helpful, at least for my applications, and hopefully it is for yours. Thanks for watching.